Alright, Section 2, Brake Equipment. General Rule Number 45. Before each trip of the brake for the locomotive, the tender will be checked with the suitable conditions, with the air compressor, with the compressor, with the condition, with the provide with the ample supply of the air surface in which the locomotive is placed, device for regulating all pressure, performing the function proper of the brake valve, with the working properly in all position, with the water drain for the air brake system. 27. The compressor rules Number 46. With the compressor, will be tested for the capacity offered or for the frequency of the condition may record, but not less than once each 3 months. B. The diameter of the orifice, the speed of the compressor, for the air pressure, for the maintain with the compressor, for the common use, but given in the following table. The table will give you the altitude, but include 1,000 feet. Altitudes over 1,000 feet. The speed of the compressor may be increased with 5 single strokes per minute, with each with 1,000 feet increase at altitude. Should the make side of the compressor single stroke with a per minute, the diameter and orifice of the air pressure of the pounds. Testing main reservoir rule Number 47. Every main reservoir before being put in the surface at least 12 months thereafter will be set with a hydrostatic pressure with not less than 25% over the maximum allowed air pressure of the entire surface of the reservoir, with the hammer test each time the locomotive is shot with the general repairs, no less than frequency with it once every 24 months. Air gauge rule Number 48. Air gauges located there will be ready conveniently with the engineer with the customary with the position of the cab. The air gauges will be tested at least once every 3 months, also with the regularity reported. Air gauges will be compared with the accurate task gauge. Dead weight tester gauges found incorrect will be repaired before they are returned to the service. 30. Time of cleaning rule Number 49. Distributing of the current control valve, the reducing valve, the triple valve, the straight air, the double check valve, the dirt with the collectors will be cleaned often when the condition required to maintain the safe suitable condition for services, but not less than frequency once every 6 months. The testing and the tagging rule Number 50. With the day of the testing, with the cleaning, with the initial, with the shop, with the station, with the work, which work is to be done will be sensed legibly with a conspicuous plate for the part, with the plate for the card, the display with the under, with the glass, with the cab, with the locomotive stand, with the metal tags. When the metal tags are even the height with the letter, the figures will not be less than 3/8 of an inch. Tags located in the trowel with the one attached to the secure with the brake pipe near the automatic brake valve will show with the date with the which for the distributing valve, with the control valve, with the triple valve, with the reducing valve, the straight air, double check valve, and dirt collectors. The brake cylinders were clean and cylinders lubricated. One each secure with the air compressor steam pipe will show with the date with the which for the compressor with the test with the orifice test. One attached secure with the return pipe near the main reservoir, which will show the day the which the hydrostatic test was applied with the main reservoir. 32. Piston travel rule Number 451. The minimum piston travel will be sufficient to provide the proper brake shoe with clearance for the brake for the relief of the maximum piston travel the locomotive with the chain that is which valve of the cam type of the driven wheel brake 3.5 inches, other form of the driven wheel brake 6 inches, engine truck brake 8, tender brake 9. Foundation brake gear rule Number 52. Foundation brake gear will be maintained with the safe with suitable conditions. If the lever to rod of the brake beam with the hanger of the pins, if there will be ample string, but it will not be fouled in any way which will affect the proper operation of the brake. All pins will be screwed properly with the plate for the cover with the split key with the nuts for the brake shoe will be applied with properly. Will be kept approximately in line with the tread over the wheel within zones of the interior of the no part with the foundation brake gear with the locomotive tender will be less than 2.5 inches over the rail theater operation, not left for the minimum clearance of the prevailing area concerning the no cave. However, will the minimum clearance be less than 2.5 inches. Leakage rule Number 53. Leakage from the main reservoir relay of the piping will not exceed the average 3 pounds per minute of the test for 3 minutes duration made after the pressure has reduced 40% below the maximum pressure. Brake pipe leakage will not exceed 5 pounds per minute at any time. With the full surface applicated for the maximum brake pipe pressure, communication on the brake cylinder club of the brake of the locomotive tender will remain applied with at least 5 minutes, otherwise brake cylinder leakage is indicated. 35. Train signal system rule Number 54. The train signal system will use in test of knowing when the safe of the suitable conditions service before each trip. Section 3. Cab warnings and signals and Sanders.